Hello, this is Mike, the Iron Mike 123 at YouTube channel with Canada's earthquake report, August 23rd, 2012. So I mentioned earlier that I was going to report on anything close to a 4 and up, if it happened, and as fast as I could. It turns out we have two earthquakes today worth reporting. August 23rd. We have one that was up in the Yukon, which would be up in that area right in there. And I'd also like to give thanks to National Resources Canada for supplying a lot of this information, and that would come through the earthquake sector. And thanks again. So we'll take a look at the earthquake that happened in the Yukon, Dawson, and that'd be right up top here. So there we go. 2012, August 23rd, 1759 UT. So I would expect that to be around 6 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, here's your longitudes and latitudes. It was a 1.0 G in depth, so really shallow. As you can see, all the others in our scale here are much deeper, in the 10, 15 range, 20 range. Anyways, we'll go on. It was a 3.9 magnitude and of 231 kilometers east of Dawson. And so that was a little bit of a shake. And as you see, as I scroll down the list here, this is in the last month for earthquakes. 2.5 to 4.0 in magnitude. And as you see, there's been quite a few. We'll get down to the bottom here, and of course right here we'll see there's been 70 events found. And we'll carry on a little bit further. Oh, we lost a little bit there. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this. There's little blue dots where all these earthquakes have happened. So a bunch in the Yukon, off the coast of BC, and of course over in Ontario. We have some there, and quite a few in Quebec and New Brunswick area, right in the corner here. Okay, so the next earthquake that we have, and we'd like to thank the Pacific Northwest Seismic Center for this information. And I seem to have moved a little here. We'll move it out. Sorry about the computer. It cost me $100, but it's doing the job. Okay, here we go. Vancouver Island. So we're really close to the last earthquake, last two that I reported there, the 5s, and they were just up to the north of this a bit, but they're in the Canadian zone, and that's why they're not registering on our Canadian earthquake report. So this was a 4.1 at a local time of 1:37, okay, at a depth of 10 kilometers, which is fairly common for this area. And if you remember in my first preview to all what I'm going to explain is the fault zone out in this area, and we get a lot of earthquakes down each side of the fault zone lateral lines. And of course we have the one in between that connects them that hasn't had any earthquakes for quite some time. Okay, so I'd also like to give you some facts about those 70 earthquakes we had. There's well, one fact actually. 5 of them out of those 70 were felt. So people felt them and reported them. 3 were in Ontario, 1 in Quebec, and 1 in Haida off the coast of BC. So 4 of them, of course, were back east, and 1 was in BC. So this has been your earthquake report for August 23rd. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon, and I love you all.